This is USA News Hub, United States. The heart of American sports. Subscribe for power, passion, and champions. What happens when confidence meets clarity on the biggest stage in tennis? You get dominance. You get precision. You get Coco Gauff at her very best. Under the bright lights of Melbourne, the American third seed didn't just win. She sent a message to the entire draw. This was Coco Gauff at cruise control. Coco Gauff is rolling, and Melbourne is officially on notice. The 21-year-old American star delivered a near-flawless performance on Wednesday night, dismantling Serbia's Olga Danilovic in straight sets to book her place in the third round of the Australian Open. In just 78 minutes, Gauff showed exactly why she remains one of the most feared competitors on hard courts today. Final score, 6-2, 6-2 to efficient. Controlled. Relentless. From the moment the match began on Margaret Court Arena, it was clear this would be a long night for Danilovic and a statement evening for the world number 3. Gauff wasted no time asserting her authority. 5 games. 5 straight holds and breaks. 0 hesitation. The American blitzed her opponent with early aggression, jumping out to a commanding 5-0 lead before Danilovic even had a chance to breathe. The foot speed was there. The timing was sharp. The intent was unmistakable. This was not the Coco Gauff who struggled with unforced errors in her opening round match. This was a version operating at near-peak efficiency. Direct hit return of serve, the deadliest weapon. If there was one aspect of Gauff's game that stood out above all others, it was a return. Once again, her ability to neutralize serve and instantly flip defense into offense proved decisive. Danilovic, who had stunned Venus Williams earlier in the tournament, simply could not protect her service games. Every second serve was punished. Every short ball was attacked. Every hesitation was exposed. Gauff read the patterns early, stepped inside the baseline, and forced her opponent into rushed decisions and mounting errors. Chart-decreasing Danilovic overwhelmed by pressure. Ranked 69th in the world and a fourth-round finisher at the Australian Open last year, Danilovic entered the match with momentum. But against Gauff, momentum evaporated quickly as the rallies extended. The Americans' defensive coverage became suffocating. Danilovic attempted to go bigger, hit flatter, and take risks, but the errors began to pile up. What started as resistance slowly turned into survival mode. And against Coco Gauff, survival mode rarely lasts long. Bar chart match stats that tell the story. Gauff's numbers reflected her control. 14 winners. 17 unforced errors. Just 1 double fault. Multiple break conversions. Dominant first serve return percentage. Perhaps most impressive was the cleanup from her previous match. After being plagued by double faults and loose moments earlier in the tournament, Gauff showed clear improvement, calmer mechanics, smarter shot selection, and sharper focus on key points. That evolution mid-tournament is what separates contenders from champions. Brain, near perfect. Gauff's own assessment. Following the match, Gauff summed it up with a simple assessment, near perfect. And it was hard to argue. The American looked comfortable, confident, and fully locked in, not just reacting to her opponent, but dictating every phase of play. This version of Coco Gauff didn't chase the match. She controlled it. Counterclockwise arrows button first set dominance, second set authority. If the first set was about pace and pressure, the second was about composure. Gauff opened the second set the same way she finished the first, immediately breaking serve, consolidating the advantage, and shutting the door before Danilovic could mount any comeback. There was no emotional dip. No lapse in focus. No unnecessary drama. Just professional execution. Trophy Grand Slam maturity on display. Now a 2-time major champion, Gauff is playing with the calm of experience and the hunger of youth. Just 21 years old, she has already learned one of the most important lessons in Grand Slam tennis. You don't have to be spectacular every point, you just have to be solid every game. And on Wednesday, she was both. Spectacular when needed. Solid always. United States All-American Showdown ahead. Next up, Hailey Baptiste. The fellow American, currently ranked 70, earned her spot in the third round with a straight sets win over Australian favourite Storm Hunter. That sets up an all-USA clash, power versus pace, familiarity versus momentum. On paper, Gauff enters as the clear favourite. But Grand Slam tennis has a way of testing even the best when national pride and opportunity collide. Magnifying glass tilted left, why this match matters for Gauff. This wasn't just a second-round win. This was a momentum builder. It showed tactical clarity, mental sharpness, improved serve discipline, elite return consistency. Most importantly, it confirmed that Gauff is settling into the tournament, a dangerous sign for the rest of the field. Her best Australian Open result remains a semi-final appearance in 2024, and with this level of play, a deeper run is firmly within reach. Matches like this don't just earn wins, they send warnings. Coco Gauff is moving freely, reading the ball early, absorbing pressure with ease, turning defense into offense effortlessly. When she plays like this, few players can keep her contained over 2 sets, and over 3. That's where her physicality becomes a nightmare matchup. This wasn't about hype. This wasn't about headlines. This was about execution. Coco Gauff didn't chase a highlight reel performance. She delivered a championship-level one, and as the Australian Open moves into its critical stages, one thing is clear. The American star isn't just participating, she's contending. Make sure you subscribe to USA News Hub United States. More breaking news. More powerful stories. More champions. Coming your way. See you soon.